Good afternoon, it's December the 4th. I'm starting from Broad Street here, where I was at my doctor's office, and I'm walking over to the house in the Crescents. There's the doctor's office right there. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit by walking down by the park, maybe by the lake, we'll see. As you can see, we got a little fresh snow last night. Sorry there wasn't any walking over the weekend, but I was busy with concerts. Friday and Saturday was the Beatles and Bacharach concert with Regina lyric singers that I'm part of. And my daughter was also singing in that, which was cool. And last night was the Wascana Voices concert at First Presbyterian, and that was also cool. And that one you can actually watch on YouTube. If you go to my channel, there's a link under Music and Theater, or you can just search up Wascana Voices. You can see the concert. You'll see me singing up there. You see, we had a little fresh snow last night, although it's melting on the roads because it's right around freezing. But it whitened things up a bit. It's a little slippery in the shade, especially. But a little more Christmassy at the moment. I apologize for the sound as well. Never did find my microphone. I have a new one that'll probably get here tomorrow. It might be here today. There's some sort of package waiting at the house, but I actually think that's something else. But I will know when I get there, won't I? I don't know now. I could have jaywalked, but I didn't. Big puddle here to try to avoid. There's more snow in the long-range forecast, so it'll whiten up more as we get towards Christmas, which is good. It's nice to have snow for Christmas. We almost always, even when they say we have a brown Christmas, it usually just means we have thin snow with some brown patches showing. But there's almost always snow, at least in the shady areas. Usually it's quite white, and I would expect, I have no idea what to expect, but probably with the snow coming and some colder temperatures in the forecast, that's what we'll get this time. So I walked along Broad Street recently a couple of times because of where we're now living. Over here, that way a little bit, in the condo. While my wife's foot continues to heal from surgery, and she's not very mobile at the moment, but that will improve in time. We'll get back to the house. I'm headed there now because, for one thing, I have to scrape the snow that fell overnight off of the sidewalks. My daughter's there, but snow clearing is my responsibility somehow. I have one more concert coming up next Sunday. This week, I don't know. I might do a walk in Saskatoon. I'll be up there on Thursday. We'll see. Probably won't be anything on Wednesday. I really missed that light badly. I could almost make it, but I won't try. I'll go this way instead, down College, and take the next one over. I'm doing well, Stefan, thank you. It's not evening here, afternoon, 2:30. My appointment was at 1:45, and then usually I barely had to wait, so that's nice when that happens. The doctor that I go to operates out of a clinic, which is also a walk-in clinic, so especially this time of year with people getting colds and things, the waiting room is always packed. But because I had an appointment, I didn't have to wait. Although even with an appointment you can wait a while. But today he was right on time. A pleasant surprise. Oh! Almost got me there. Like I said, it's a little slippery in spots. But I did not fall, quite. Look over here, since I got a break. This is not actually a crosswalk, so he's going to stop for me. This is the Soundstage building, part of the old college campus buildings. It's really a shell that has been refilled with new stuff. The only bit of the old building that's really left is the tower there. You can see they're currently working on the brickwork again. They've been doing that for a while. They were on this side to begin with. Sask Books, the publishing association that I'm vice president of, has its offices in here. So does Creative Saskatchewan, which has recently provided me with some grant money for Shadow Podcast, for which I am grateful. The other bad thing is I'm only wearing runners, as we call them here, tennis shoes as we used to call them in Texas. So my feet are not particularly protected against snow and water, but all the same I will cut through the snow here. Not just because it's pretty, although it is, but also because it brings me out over here a little more directly on the other path. You can see the legislative building in the distance there. College building there. Very, very sloppy on the streets where it's melted. There's the back of the college building. I've walked by it a few times. Now, go down here and see what's what to get on down to the lake. There's some sort of path, but I don't know if it's been plowed or not. So this is just a scenic parking lot. There's the CBC building over there, which is attached to the Soundstage building. Sound stages itself, I think, are kind of in that big square gray part there, but that's the CBC building originally anyway. So you could go that way. It's a little out of the way. I go down there, but I just end up walking through the parking lot, so we'll go this way, find the path over here. For years, 20 years probably, I was at CBC almost every week doing a radio spot. That went away some time ago. 17 years I did a weekly science spot on CBC Saskatchewan. 17 years, can you believe it? Most of that with Colin Brewer, who was the host of the afternoon edition at the time. But Colin is gone to Victoria, and after that, I did a few shorter things, but then eventually they quit using as many freelancers, and that was the end of my CBC experience. Okay, do I wade through the snow? It's not all that deep. Otherwise I have to go way over there, which is definitely out of the way. Although, if I do actually want to go down by the lake, maybe that makes more sense. So I'll go this way. Stretch it out a little bit more. Not sure what they're building over there. It used to be the CNIB building. It got torn down and something else was going to be built there, but they didn't follow the rules and that got kiboshed. And but now there's construction material over there, so clearly something is going in there. I don't know if it's the building that was supposed to go in, which was kind of an office building, or something else. So I could walk along that sidewalk, of course, but that doesn't take me by the lake, so I'm going to go down here to the parking lot. The sign says Willow Island. And we'll go get on the proper lake path, which I haven't been on for quite a while. More than 2 weeks since my last walk around the lake, just because it's a weird time right now. There's the lake, frozen. I thought it might be by now, but I wasn't 100% sure. I don't see any open water, so I'd say it's sometime in the last 2 weeks it has completed the freeze over. I wouldn't walk on it yet. We've had some pretty warm weather. So there's Willow Island. And again, this of course is where shards of Excalibur yeah, I was going to take that off, but somebody put a sticker on one of the bollards there, which is kind of ugly. And according to my books, Excalibur is actually in the lake, just over there. By the end of the 5-book series, that's where it ends up. Spoiler. Song of the Sword is the first one. You should totally look it up. You should totally read it. You should totally buy the entire series. Available everywhere. Fine books are sold, or at least online. And shadowpawpress.com is the direct link to my publishing company, where you can buy many other fine books. Many of which I did not write, I just published. I thought it'd be pretty down here with the fresh snow, and sure enough, it is. Sometime soon I'll do my Christmas light walk. A little closer to Christmas, hopefully with a bit more snow on the ground by then. At night, of course, to show off the lights. That green thing is. It's me. One of these days I'll do a no talking walk, especially if you get a really pretty morning and it's snow crunching. Not put on the microphone, which I will have again soon, as I said. And then you can hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch, etc. Backside of the Regina College building again. very pretty along here. The roads are melting, but I think the temperature is actually below freezing, so it's not melting. We have where snow has fallen, snow on snow, as the song has it. It looks like hoarfrost, but it's actually wet snow that's stuck to the trees here. Must have been a little wind because it seems to be more on one side than another. Be a flurry coming from the darkness of those clouds over there. And again, there's the legislative building. Take off my hat. My head's getting hot. See, it's frozen, but I wouldn't step on that. Go right through, I'm sure. Whoa. Give it a while longer, some more colder weather. You can drive a truck on it if you want to, and people do. So they've already got the warming shack over there for when they put in the skating rink on the lake. Because that'll be a thing. There's the Albert Street Bridge dead ahead. Look up into the park. Wascana Center, technically. I think this is Wascana Park, but the whole complex of parks is Wascana Center, under Wascana Center Authority. Don't lick your lips. That was a note to myself. I have something weird going on with my lower lip, which is why I'm not supposed to lick it. It's almost like permanent chapping, but he had a name for it. I don't remember what it was. Oh, pretty up that way. And along here. I think it said, nobody knows what causes it. Some sort of autoimmune thing. Oh, good. So I'm seeing a dermatologist. Probably give me some sort of cream, it sounds like. But it might be a while before I see one, so it might go away on its own by then. There's the gazebo. Vote for Regina's official bird. Canada goose would be a little too obvious. But I do think it's in the running. The sun trying to peek through up there. Even a little bit of snow kind of squelches the sound. So I can hear the traffic noise, but it still seems very quiet here. You can hear the cars on the bridge, but they're not as noisy as I think they would be without the fresh snow all around. Sinkhole is still up here. I think they moved some of the there might be fewer pumps than there have been, but I'm not 100% sure of that. There's no point in walking that way because you have to go around through the snow. We'll go up here. Prettier anyway. Two roads diverged. I took the one less traveled by. One of the pieces we did last night was a setting of 3 Robert Frost poems, including that one. Coming up to Speaker's Corner here. So nice. Makes me feel all Christmassy in the bleak midwinter. Frosty winds did blow. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow, in the bleak midwinter, long, long ago. And also right now. No, I guess they still have all the same pumps there in the sinkhole. I don't know what the final... I'm gonna go over here and hope that the path is cleared rather than make my way down the uncleared steps there. Besides, there's a certain Narnia-ishness here with the lamppost and the wood that I always appreciate. Although if Mr. Tumnus shows up, and I've really gone through the wardrobe. Alright, well I definitely stretched that out more than just walking straight back would have been. Cross up here where these people are apparently also waiting to cross. Hopefully the timing works out, I don't have to wait for the next change. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Oh, we're gonna push the button yet. We're all gonna be waiting still. Prettier that way than over here. And there we go. Oh, there's lots of pretty Christmas lights along here. Point of coming back when I do my Christmas light walk. Pretty house, I always think. This is Harrington Mews, where Wally Knight lives in the aforementioned Shards of Excalibur series. Down at the end in a fictional house in a real location. This one has had lots of Halloween lights on, and now they've got lots of Christmas lights on. There's one at the end here that always has a lot. Oh, and here's one for sale if you'd like to live in the neighborhood. Small but tidy. What's going on over there? Can't quite see what it is. This is Angus Boulevard. There's also an Angus Crescent, where we live, and an Angus Street as well. So I assume it's all the same Angus, but I don't know why he got so much named after him. Probably a city councillor. It's a popular Christmas looking house, isn't it? I like that one with the awnings too. Hello.
Yes.
Postman. Okay. Up the alley, turn left, and we're there. Crescent's always pretty. There's snow, fresh snow in the trees. Also quite a Christmas looking place. Davin School dead ahead where my daughter went. And here's our crescent, also looking very pretty. With the snow. Makes everybody's Christmas lights look better too. Well, let's see. Right. My daughter won't be home. She's off working, so I just have to grab a couple of things, and I hope I see the cat. Because we're not living here, I don't see him very often. I miss him. Can't say if he misses me or not, but... Okay, we will stop here. So, thank you for walking with me. Tomorrow will probably be another shortish walk somewhere downtown. Just the way things are going, but this was about half an hour. I thought it'd be longer than that doing what I did, but I guess not. And hopefully I'll have my microphone either tomorrow or the next day. Well, the next day I'll be driving to Saskatoon probably, so. Anyway, later in the week I'll have the proper microphone again. Bye for now.